be clear about the expectations that you expect out of life, out of work, out of whatever you want. The more clear you are, or the clearer you are about what you want, the more likely you are to get it. And you've heard me talk in a lot of my other videos is that, the clearer you are about your expectations, the easier it is to work towards those things, the more likely you are to get it from the universe because you're putting in that very clear thing. But the thing is that we've got to be really, really clear about what we want, especially even in work settings. A lot of times, I've dealt with different clientele that will say things like, well, gosh, I'm really trying to express to, my employees exactly what I want, but I'm just not getting exactly what I want out of them. And then we break it down and we'll say, well, okay, well, have you had a conversation with them? Well, sort of. I've kind of hinted to it. Okay, well, were you really clear during that conversation? Not exactly. Okay, did you put it in writing? No. Did you put it in writing in a way that they could sign it? No. The clearer you make things about your expectations, the more likely you are to cut out any gray area that you have, and the more likely you are to then be able to get exactly what you want. So if you had a tree guy come and you say, okay, I need that tree cut down in front of my house, and let's say there's 3 different trees in front of your house, and you come home and you weren't clear about the exact tree that you wanted cut down, and your gorgeous, oak tree that you've fallen in love with and seen growing up your entire life, you've now seen it's cut down, and you weren't clear that you wanted that tree on the left, this exact tree, pointed on this piece of paper, circled. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, I understand. I'm going to sign off on the work order. The more likely you are to get the things that you don't want in life. So especially with employees, if you have what I like to call an expectation letter, and you write down, you really kind of think about your thoughts and you put them down on paper, you've reviewed them, maybe you've had an assistant manager or somebody that you really trust with inside the organization, or a spouse that really gives you some really good advice, whatever the case might be, fill in the blank, that you have something on paper that you've really thought out, so you're incredibly crystal clear about what you want, and at the bottom of it you put a little thing that they can sign off on, and then you sit down with them in an uninterrupted environment and you go down each and every single one of these things. You have a piece of paper, they have a piece of paper with these clear expectations on it, and you give them a chance to ask any questions. And at the end of it, if they don't have any questions, they're going to sign off on it that they completely understand what's going on, that you can then go back and hold them accountable for something if they don't do that. But the case really is that there's a really good chance that they will do exactly what you're wanting them to do, because you're setting clear expectations and you're being very clear about what it is that you want. And this can be used kind of in any situation whatsoever, even if you're just being very clear about your goals and you're writing them down and you're saying them over and over and over. You're pulling up that piece of paper, let's say it's 5 different pieces of paper with 50 different goals on it, and you're reading your day, and you're reading it in an environment almost like it happened already. Really, that's happened already. That's really the secret, is to kind of like manifestation, is that you think about things like they've already happened and you're thankful for them in the future. The more you do this, the more likely you will find that you're getting what you want, simply just because you're clear about what your expectations are.